So you've got to try and create yourself and make yourself in such a position that you are indispensable. So you want someone to smile at you. Why don't you smile at someone first? You want someone to be kind to you. Why don't you be kind to someone first?
Way, because without family you're nothing. So family is everything. How can you be a blessing to someone else today? I do believe that we'd make this world a much better place.
Hello and welcome. It is SistasTalk. Hello and welcome to SistasTalkTv, a platform channel to inspire, empower and impact globally. My name is Stephen Smart and I say welcome on board. Please take a moment to kindly like and subscribe to this channel. Well, today on the show we start off in California on the Walk of Fame, where we met a beautiful sister turned author who's actually body shared her life experiences into a book titled Restoration, Revolving Doors. Let's meet Angela Davis.
My name is Angela Davis. I'm an author and a keynote speaker for the prevention of domestic violence. My book, Restoration Revolving Doors, is based on generational curse of drug addiction, alcoholism, prison behind the mind, and prison behind bars. How I escaped my revolving doors of a vice spirit in Baltimore City. Coming from a dysfunctional household of my mother and father being millionaires, but drug addicts / drug dealers, I found myself in an abusive relationship, in an abusive household, my mother being abused by my father. So by the time I was 15 years old, I had already been physically, mentally, and psychologically damaged. Fell in the same arms just like my stepfather, which was my children's father. I was in a very horrific domestic violence situation for maybe 19 years. Found myself being shot at, left for dead, in a mental hospital. I was hospitalized 16 times in the mental hospital in 10 facilities in the state of Maryland. I was addicted to armed robbery, daytime burglaries. I didn't have hope. I put a 38 special to my head. I didn't want to live in life. One day I had a spiritual awakening. After years of being an atheist, I found God. And the true God that I found was Jesus Christ, and He saved me and redeemed me. And then I started sharing my story in the prisons, the high schools, and the colleges. So I'm here today on the Pantages Hollywood Walk of Fame, sharing hope to the hopeless and encouraging those who want to be inspired and motivated. What I would like to say to the teenagers today is there is hope. Never give up on your life, never give up on your dreams, and always remember you have a voice. Communicate with someone, find a mentor, find a spiritual advisor, and remember, love yourself, and there is healing through forgiveness.
Hi, I'm from St. Martin. We should all be feminists. Hi, I'm Kim from Thailand. Let's save the world. Hey, I'm Ashley from USA. Go Pioneers.
I am Camila from Brazil. I just have one sentence. Be unlimited.
I'm Melina from Nepal, and I promote women in war. Please watch SistasTalkTv.
How can you be a blessing to someone else today? I do believe that we'd make this world a much better place.
Welcome back. It is still very much SistasTalkTv. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Our newest author on the blog actually embraced the love of her life recently, and so we here at SistasTalkTv actually congratulate Angela. May you have a happy married life. Still on the show, we recently attended a business review workshop in Abuja, Nigeria. And I do believe that a lot of entrepreneurs will benefit from this information. It's time to learn.
My name is Ekaite Omo. I'm a chartered accountant, trainer and author of a book that is very well acclaimed, Aspire, Starting a Successful Business. I train people on how to run profitable businesses, and that gives me a lot of joy when I see people put to practice what I have taught them and they see the results that I also knew that would happen. Eye on the Future Business Review is basically a program I came up with to help people review the past 6 months. I actually started in July to help people review the first 6 months of the year and see how much they've done in terms of their business goals. And I was surprised that many people didn't even have business goals. So we had to go back and look at their strategic plan, business goals, business plans, and then we used the business model canvas to see how to break down things to make it easier for people to understand. But more importantly, how much of the goals for 2019 did people achieve? And so we did Eye of the Future 1.0, July, and then we had 2.0 early this month, and then today we have 3.0. Your mission, what are you here to achieve? And then from there you take it on to your core values. What are the core values of your business? The core values are very important. There are some people that wouldn't do, even this our Nigeria that people say people are corrupt. There's many people that are not corrupt because in their core values there are some things they won't do. Yes, so because of that there's so many things they won't take. No matter how hard you try, they won't do it. A strategic plan will help you peel the onions to the core. You see some things that your business has that you're not even utilizing fully. Because once you are doing your strategic plan, you do SWOT analysis. You have to do SWOT analysis. And once you do it, you get that. Whereas your business plan will tell you, okay, so if this is the market we're looking at, this is how much we want to we require, and so we'll get it from these sources. This is our operations. We're going to do A, B, C, and D so that we can get G as our output. And then these are the monies. This is how it will come from. Your strategic plan, you don't mention your money. Yeah, so they should be separated, because when you don't separate them, you hide some things, and those things you're hiding might just be some more money that you should be making. The business plan is just to say, what do I want to do? Who will buy what I will do? How will I make money? If somebody invests in this thing, how will the person make money? Basically, that's what the business plan does for you. And it's a fundamental document. Some people say that you don't need a business plan, this and that. I say for me, you need a business plan, because a business plan helps you to make mistakes on paper if you have to make mistakes. If you make a mistake on paper, it's cheap. How much is a whole ream of A4 paper? Can be more than 3,000 naira. But imagine if you make a mistake with real money. You can't recall it and it's gone. The business plan will just say the operations, the finances, the executive summary, the people you're working with, who are the people in your team, which is very important. That's why some people don't like to do business with some businesses, because the business is completely dependent on madam being there or man being there. Without a guy, there's no business. How many of you that if you had to travel out of Nigeria for 6 weeks, your business will still continue? I'm not saying answer, I'm just saying those are the things. If you had a business plan and had a proper team, that's what you learn. That's what your business plan will do for you. Because, and then sometimes you say you don't have money to pay people. Sometimes people want to work with you not because of the pay, but because they've seen the vision. If you have a clear business plan and people see it, sometimes people are willing to work for a fraction of what they're supposed to earn because they see the future. The major items in your financial statements are your profit and loss account, your balance sheet, and your cash flow statement. There are other documents that are there as well, like the chairman's report, the director's report, the summary of the financials, 5-year summary of the financials, and other documents. But the major ones that we work with as businesses that we require to tell the state of your business is those 3 I just mentioned. Okay, those are the 3 that you require. And so you have to be able to read your statements and understand them and interpret them and see a trend in your business or benchmark with businesses in your sector. And in all of this, you'll have to have your long-term goals, objectives, and then you break down the task that you need to perform on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis to get to where you're going. Long-term goals. Some people now, because of the way things have changed, Some people think that long term is only 3 years, that 5 years is too far. It's up to you to decide. But you should have a 3-year plan for your business, 5-year plan for your business, 1-year plan for your business. And the 1-year plan, you would have broken it down into monthly plans and weekly plans. At this point, let me say something that I think we should all do. I recommend it for all people who run businesses and want them to succeed. It's a very simple thing and it's often overlooked. I learned it from one of the people I follow on LinkedIn. His name is James Khan. He's one of the dragons on the British one, Dragon's Den. Yes, in fact, he's my favorite dragon on the British Dragon's Den. He said that what he does, he does it on Sunday. He'll go to his office when nobody else is there, and he would have collected, he's a millionaire, he would have collected documents from all his MDs of all his companies, and he goes into his office and all by himself. He sits there and just analyzes and thinks. That period where you just sit all by yourself, no phone distractions, no email, nothing, just shut down everything and you think, it's very important. It is, but because it's a simple thing, I mean, you don't need one big machine on your head while you're doing it. It might sound like it's not useful. There are ideas that will come to you in those quiet moments when you're all alone with you and your business, facing it directly. There's so many things that one should do, because for me, I don't believe that anyone should start a business and not ensure that it's successful. I know that sometimes we make mistakes, and as I tell people, when you make a mistake, step back. Don't just go back again and do exactly the same thing. Step back and find out why you made the mistake and correct yourself and move on. And that's why I encourage people to do the business model canvas, write a business plan, so that once you start, the chances of making mistake are reduced. Not that completely eliminated, but they're reduced. And then try to understand your financials. Look, nobody will love your business more than you. So if you understand your financials, then you're able to know where your business is going, know the direction your business is going, know your trend, also even benchmark with other businesses. Because sometimes you might think you're doing well, but by the time you benchmark with other businesses, then you find out maybe you're not doing as well as you thought. And you can't do any of these things without understanding your financials. So I know there's a lot of women tell me, I can't say, no, accounting is too difficult, this and that. No, it's not too difficult. When they tell me that, I say, do you like your money? Do you want your money to come to you? Then you have to learn to understand and interpret your financials. It's something that is a learnable skill. I learned it. I wasn't born with it. So that's one of the things I would tell women to do. Look at your accounting, look at your finances, see how to manage your finances and the expenses in your business. Don't try to be like everybody else. Look for how to manage the expenses in your business so that you make profit. Because bottom line, you want huge profit, not how many flashy cars you have. How many flashy cars you have is how do the flashy cars translate into business income for your business. That's what I teach or tell women who are in business. It's important that you look at your books. Look at your books. Look at them very carefully and closely.
Has today been informative and helpful in any way? Has it? Well, we here at SistasTalk TV want our content to be as beneficial as much as entertaining to you. So we welcome your comments and suggestions. Please send those to SistasTalkTv@gmail.com. SistasTalkTv@gmail.com. We would so love to hear from you. Don't forget to take that moment to actually like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Well, till we come your way some other time, I say stay smart and remember, giving up is not an option. Bye-bye.